The morning was a dull haze, the kind that pressed down on your chest and made it hard to breathe. My tea sat on the table, forgotten, its steam long since dissipated into the grey air of my small apartment. The rain traced lazy paths down the window, blurring the world outside into a watercolor smear of shadows and lights. I stared at the picture on the wall, your picture. Your smile seemed to reach through the gloom, a small light in the fog of my mind. It was enough to pull me out of bed, even though the weight of the day threatened to anchor me there forever. Last night's drinks had left their mark, a dull ache behind my eyes and a sour taste in my mouth. My unpaid bills sat accusingly on the counter, unopened, untouched. I was running late, of course. The bus roared past just as I turned the corner, and the skies opened up, drenching me in cold, relentless rain. Work was no better. The whispers and sideways glances of my co-workers chipped away what little resolve I had left. I couldn't tell if it was pity or judgment in their eyes, but it didn't matter. The message was clear: I wasn't going to last here. Not today, not ever. Then, just as the despair began to settle in, my phone buzzed. Your name lit up the screen. "Hey," you said, your voice warm and steady, like the first rays of sunlight after a storm. It wasn't what you said that mattered. It was the way you said it, the way your voice reminded me that the world outside wasn't as cold as it seemed. For a moment, everything else faded away. The rain, the whispers, the bills, they all dissolved into the background. All that mattered was you. By the time I pushed open the door to our apartment, I was soaked to the bone, shivering and miserable. But there you were, standing in the doorway with a towel in your hands and a soft smile on your face. "Rough day?" you asked, wrapping the towel around my shoulders. I nodded, but the words felt hollow. Because when I looked at you, the weight of the day didn't seem so heavy anymore. Your presence filled the room, driving out the shadows and leaving only light in its wake. We spent the rest of the evening together, the storm outside a distant murmur. Even as the world crumbled around me, as bills piled up and doubts loomed large, none of it seemed to matter. Not when you were there, grounding me, lifting me. And as I lay beside you that night, the rain tapping softly against the window, I couldn't help but feel grateful. Grateful for you. Grateful for this moment. Grateful for the quiet reminder that, even on the hardest days, there's always something worth holding on to. You gave me the best day of my life, just by being you.